As you all know, Fall Fair was last Saturday. It was a great success.
Yay!
And thank you all for everyone who volunteered to help and more of us volunteered to help. Thank you very much. If you didn't help, it's not going to happen. So, and thank you, Mr. Priscilla.
A moment though to thank some groups because it really couldn't happen without them. So advancement for making the beautiful flyer, Felicia, and ordering the sign. We have admissions. Remember when I kept saying hand out those flyers? They actually did hand out those flyers. They got the word out there. Maintenance team, of course, Matt and Martine, I mean, they put in hours, and the number of hours they put in for that book sale, you know, hauling all those books back and forth, so I hope you thank them for that. And of course, the business office, they're tallying everything up. So we will have totals pretty soon, but please don't keep asking me because we'll have totals and I'll announce when the totals are ready. All right, but they're just reconciling right now. The art department, for all that poster making, they organized that super well. And be sure to thank all the teachers and the parents that helped you to put these booths together. Executive Student Council, they did an awesome job. They worked in like a month before trying to get everything set up. They did a great job. Jerry's video that it looks like, what is it now, 4,000 views? Lastly, I really want to thank the student leaders because I know that there's always like a couple leaders that they're the ones that make these booths happen. It did look really nice, the fall fair. And you did, I have to admit, do an incredible job on the cleanup. I mean, I was really happy everyone stayed, and you did a great job. And thanks to Tom Luke, who dumped all the trash cans at the end.
Thank you to the people who came out and carved pumpkins yesterday. It was really fun. And we have the winners. So for scariest pumpkin, it goes to the sophomores. Funniest pumpkin goes to the juniors. And the most creative pumpkin goes to the freshmen.
So remember that tomorrow is the Halloween parade, so come in your costumes, we're going to be taking pictures and everything like that.
Please show some Halloween spirit.
Also, we're still tallying the class points from the Red and Black Week, so we will announce that soon and to tell you who won the ice cream party.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So first off, on Saturday during Fall Fair, York Cross Country had its MTALS Championship meet, and we absolutely crushed it. The boys varsity team will be advancing to CCS, and we beat schools that were 10 times our size. But surprisingly, it was the freshmen who carried the most weight this time. Juliet, so it ends up being that if she doesn't throw up halfway through the race, she actually runs a really, really good race as an individual to go to CCS. Michael Julian won first place overall in the entire league. run cross country, and your cross country in 5 years has run 48,000 miles in total, which is enough to circumnavigate the Earth twice over. And I've never had such an amazing team like this, and I'm so glad that we're rolling out with a bang for our senior year. So thank you. Who is this person? Correct. What is her role?
She's a senator.
Senator, correct. Who is this person?
I have no clue.
Not Ben Shapiro. This is Kevin De Leon. He is running against the incumbent, Dianne Feinstein, for the senatorial position for California. Most of you didn't know that. That's a little bit concerning because if he wins, he's going to go represent us in Congress. All right, let's do another question. Who's this person? Jimmy Panetta, that is correct. Who is this person? Ted Kaczynski is not the correct answer.
Ben Shapiro.
This person is an independent named Ronald Cabot. He's running against Jimmy Panetta. He's likely not going to win, but it's still important to know who you're voting for in these midterms. These midterms are very important. Some of you seniors, and maybe some of you juniors, are old enough to go out and vote. Make sure you know who you're voting for. This election right here, these are two Democrats. They stand for basically the same thing. The difference is ethnicity, age, and gender. As well, the political views are basically the same. So make sure you educate yourself when you actually go out and vote. These midterms are really, really important. Because without voting, if you vote uninformed, these are the only people who go represent you on Capitol Hill. Make sure you vote.
That is super important. Go vote, please. We really need young people to vote. And participate in the mock election. Also, all of you get to vote in the mock election. On Tuesday. What she said. And today's the Games Club. We're gonna play card games again. If you have suggestions, I will get games so we can play them. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. If you have nothing to do with during lunch, bring your friends. And the more people come, the more fun we're gonna have. Thanks.
Later this week on Friday, November the 2nd, believe it or not, it'll be next month, but it's only Friday. The head-elect of York School, next year's head of school, Doug Key and his family are going to be visiting the campus. And when I asked him what he would like to do, he said, hang out with students. So the best time for that to happen is at lunch. I'll try to remind you at our next break before Friday, but if you just start thinking about coming into the Student Center at lunch and just hang out and interact as you choose. It would be nice if there was a representation, of course, from Student Council because you represent your constituents, like our politicians represent us, but it's not limited to anybody, any grade, any office or any status, just an opportunity to hang out with and get to know Mr. Key a little better. Friday the 2nd at lunchtime.
If you performed at Friday's Grandparents' Day or as a performer at the Fall Fair, please stand up. Working hard over the last couple of months, so thank you for that. We have literally 20 tickets left for the Wedding Singer, so if you are interested in going, you need to grab your tickets. If you're interested in coming on Thursday night, you can. That is our preview. It's our last rehearsal. That is free. I would say come early so you can grab a seat. And then also, you can usher, so if you're interested in seeing the show for free as well, you can help and work a little right before the show, and then you get to see it. Just let me know what days you're interested in seeing the show. That is happening next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's already here. So, If you're interested, just come in, please speak with me or send me an email. But we're really getting excited about the show. Thank you.
So if you're interested in playing girls soccer, we're going to have our first practice this Thursday, November 1st. So meet on the upper field, I think, at 3 and bring your gear. If you have any questions about soccer, talk to me. And
There's not one thing I would change about the crazy lady I live with. And when I say crazy, it's usually the good kind. From dropping phones into cups of milk, rap battling, or the countless inside jokes. My mom is the best friend I could ever have. I love her so much. If there's anyone that I trust, it is her. She is my Batman and I'm her Robin. So you can imagine how heartbreaking it was at age 5 when I partially got replaced by her boyfriend, Bubba. I failed to mention my biological father because he hasn't been in the picture since I was 3. He helped me on my first journey with walking on 2 legs and witnessed me spitting out my first words. But after that, I only had my mom as a mentor. Growing up, I never heard about my mom dating or trying to find someone other than my dad. To some extent, I thought I was the only person she ever loved. So I was totally confused when Bubba, or as I like to call him, Mom's second shadow, blew her phone up with calls and text messages every day. The first time I met Bubba, I was getting out of school. My mom picked me up as usual, but this time, she wasn't alone. A man wearing a snapback hat and shades was sitting in the passenger seat. As I adjusted myself into the car, he shouted intensely, "What up, young?" I was confused about whether or not he was talking to me. I sat behind him with my back straight up against the seat and nodded my head. We all went mute, with only music breaking the awkward silence. My mom must have forgotten to drop him off, for we were now home with a stranger. After that day, Bubba never went back to wherever he came from. This man was living with us. He immediately claimed my mom's room, the bathroom downstairs, and the big TV in our family room. And my mom let him. It seemed as if she had gotten abducted by aliens and they had swapped her out with a clone that let boyfriends take over. Slowly but surely, my mom allowed Hubba Bubba to destroy my perfect home. The left side of my mom's bed was no longer reserved for me. I was left all alone at night thinking about how I let my mom get stolen from me. I resented Bubba. Seeing him made me want to crack each and every one of my knuckles. Months passed, and Bubba continued to act like he was in charge. To me, his title was simply my mom's boyfriend, nothing else. I tried to limit our conversations. He seemed like a decent guy, but the fact that he barged into my home, bossing me around with my mom always on his side, made me not like him. I wanted him gone, out of my life and my mom's. That is until one night when my mom got called into work and left us alone. Raindrops pelted our roof that night. Tree branches smacked the window while wind howled in the background. I told myself that I had to get through the night. Mom wasn't home to hold me tight in her arms. The wind got closer and scared the heck out of me. Being 5 years old, I needed somebody to be there with me, even if Bubba was my only option. I tiptoed down the stairs, hitting a sharp left towards the family room. There I saw Bubba sitting comfortably on his throne watching TV. I couldn't think of any simpler way than to spit it out. I'm scared and I can't sleep by myself tonight. Silently, Bubba got up and followed me to my room. I cleared off my bed and scooted all the way to the wall, making room for him. That night was the closest I've ever felt with Bubba, physically and mentally. I felt safe, warm, and secure that stormy night. This is what a dad is for, I thought to myself. If my dad was around, would he do this for me? That night I gained 2 things. Guilt for having such strong animosity towards Bubba, and one parent for myself that I failed to realize. Bubba was the missing puzzle piece to the family I had always dreamed of. The worst thing that could possibly happen to me suddenly became the best. I slept like a baby that night. Bubba sneak attacked a place into my heart that I didn't think I was ever going to open up. To this day, he is still my road dog that I count on. When in doubt, Bubba will always be there to help me out. Words from the sophomore speech can't express how much I love and appreciate him.
I have a few quick announcements. First, if public speaking pro tip, if you want to keep your audience's attention, don't bring a 5-year-old on stage. But I have him in tow. First, I want to appreciate Tom and Jared, our tech officers. They have been working so hard for you, students, and faculty, and they've redefined the role of the tech officer. So please give them a quick hand. I've got another really good bit of news. I think our Wi-Fi network is good, but we're working on making it great. And this spring break, we are planning on a major upgrade. So that's for you all and for the community. But there are a couple not so great news that I want to share with you. And one of them is printing. We in the tech department are struggling with printing here at York. And that is what seems to be abuse of printers here. Just a lot of just nonsense getting printed, and it's really wearing on our patients, and we're just struggling with it. So we could use your help in really being thoughtful about your use of our printers and not printing anything unless it's absolutely necessary. If you do want to print crazy amounts of paper, just do it at home so you're not using our shared resources. The other thing is the displays on campus. Those are for classroom applications or for approved club activities. I'm hearing lots of rumors that some of the displays are being used for not approved activities. They are definitely not for playing games unless you're a part of Sanctioned Smash Club, which is awesome, but that's at a very designated time where we control it and make sure that it's appropriate use of the time. So please only use the screens when you have faculty approval. Thank you.
Guide, it's 72 pages. So please think before you print that here.
Or don't print it here.
Thank you.